Hello everybody, this is Kaboom and welcome to today's video. I'm super excited about today's video because I have been building and testing and breaking and things have gotten a little crazy at times. But after all that, I came up with a design that is fairly reliable, probably about 90% of the time, works great with no issues. The only reason why I say that at the beginning of the video is because I have built things and I will get comments saying that the balloons, it took more balloons than what I used, and that is something that I have noticed, that balloons can act weird at different times and in different games. But this was so much fun building and I learned so much from doing it, and I want to share with you guys my new design for a floor safe. In my Lego Craftopia series, I just got done building a fireplace with a secret doorway that you push open. It leads to stairs, and those stairs lead up to an attic, and I have a whole secret room up there. But that got me thinking, what else can I do to hide and do really cool things? And there's a YouTuber by the name of Haskins who built one of the coolest elevators that I have seen, and I will link that video in the description below. And that got me to thinking, what if I built a safe that comes out of the ground where you could grab stuff out of it and then it goes back down and hides itself? And this is also something that could be used as like an elevator, a secret elevator to get to a secret basement part of your base. And so I put all these other panels in. It's kind of like a floor design, so it doesn't look like it doesn't belong, if that makes any sense. Check this out. This is so cool. You throw your thing down on there, this thing pops up, you can access your chest, you can hide all the stuff, all your silk fabric that you don't want anyone else getting on the server, and then you come over here and you can knock your switch off, and then there you go, that's it. And another way you could lift this up, which I also like, is one balloon. Isn't that so cool? And then you can get your stuff, you can do whatever you want, and then when you're done, you can just shoot your balloon and it'll go back down. Guys, this is so much fun. I have just showing my homework again. Another cool thing you could do is you could come over here, put your thruster down, turn it on, knock your thruster off, get on your elevator or get on your chest, and then go down like it's an elevator. And now you're in your basement, your secret headquarters, where you could put a bunch of chests down here. You could do a whole bunch of things. You will have to adjust the weight here. Currently I have 6 balloons on here with 2 smaller chests, and then the wheels, and then the dynamic foundation with 1 small thruster on this side and 1 small thruster on this side. So just 2 thrusters. So if you hide it in a pattern on your floor, I think this will be really cool if you have a big base. And let's say you got 9 of these and one of them is your secret door, or heck, you could just do the middle if you wanted to. That would be really awesome. Okay, let me show you guys how to build this. A little tip though, if you build this off the side of a mountain, it will look more natural than if you just built it in the middle of a field and then built a huge foundation. So this here coming off is going to look like it's meant to be here, so people will be less suspicious of what you may be hiding in your secret basement. Okay, you're going to start off with a wood foundation 12, and then you're going to grab the wood foundation number 4 and you're going to put one on top. And we're just going to go ahead and bring this over. So this looks like it's a path coming into our base. Down here, you're going to put another wood foundation. And then I like to switch over to the granite. This is going to make it a little bit easier for you to see what you're doing when you're placing the next part, which I'm going to wait for day because you're not going to be able to see it. Okay, so this is where you should be so far. You're going to put another wood foundation up here on top. Then you're going to grab wood foundation 1, and you're going to have to follow along here. This is where things may seem complicated, but they're really not. It's pretty easy, but through a lot of testing with the big wheels, I've found that this distance that we're going to do here is the perfect distance for the big wheel. So you want one back, and then you can place a block. You're gonna come over here, and you're gonna be one back, but you're also gonna move it in one. So you're gonna have one here, that's gonna be flush, and this one's gonna be over one. Now, what you're gonna wanna do though, is you're gonna wanna do the same thing over here on this side. So over here, you're gonna go up one and over one. So if you put a gap here, you want the one across from it to have the same gap. Over here, there's no gap. It's gonna line up right there with the edge of the concrete foundation. Now you're gonna do the same thing on these two sides. So we moved this one in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna move this one in, and this one I'm gonna move it up one, and it's gonna be flush with that line. Up one, over one, matching there. And again, this one, it's just up one. If you mess up and you bring both of these in one, this section right here will be too tight and your wheel will get jammed up and it won't go up and down. If you move this block over to here, this will be pretty loose and it can kind of get a little wonky and crooked. So I've tested all these models in different ways, and I found this one to be the best. So if you have any problems with it going up and down, this is what I would check. Now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna fill these in all the way up. Okay, everything's built up. You'll see there's a little gap going right there around the edge because we pushed those blocks out one. But this is what it should look like. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna put a block right here in this corner. And then we're gonna put a block on top of it. And then we're gonna come to the opposite corner. And we're gonna do the same thing. Now this is gonna be our foundation for our dynamic foundation. And I'm gonna walk you guys through this because this isn't really that difficult. You just gotta use your nudge keys. And what you're gonna do is bring it over to where it turns green. Okay, now we're green. So I'm gonna push this forward and we're red. Okay, and then I'm gonna go one, green, and then I'm gonna do it again. Now I've got this in the middle. Now I'm gonna check the left to right, go over till it's red, hit one, it's green, hit two, place. Now let me show you guys, just so you guys can see. This is also a building trick that I've learned that I should have probably put in my video, but this is called placing things without visually being able to see what you're doing exactly. And this is going to actually be something that we do again. But if you just learn this little trick, you guys see that little gap, that gap there, the gap there, the gap there. This thing is centered, and I didn't have to like visually see it. I could center it off of the red lines, knowing how many I needed to go in each direction. So I hope that's helpful to you guys, because I have found it really helps me with building. We're gonna put the wheel on here and we're gonna bring it, no, let me put it back on there. We're gonna put the wheel on there and we're gonna bring it down one. That's what we want that wheel to look like. Okay, now we got all four wheels in. And this here, guys, always remember the rule: punch, don't pick. That's because if we pick right now and we hit the wrong block, it will just completely take it out. So we're gonna smack one there, and then we're gonna come over here. Smack that one, run back over here. And what this might seem like, why didn't you just take both of them out? Well, I didn't want this to get crooked and jammed in there. That is one of the things that I learned from watching Haskins' video, is about having that space there so that your wheels go up and down more reliably. So now we're gonna go up here to the top side. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 blocks now in the middle here. Now we're gonna grab our balloons. You don't want to get this thing jammed in here, so when you put your balloons down, you're gonna put one here, and then you're gonna come over here on the blue, move one over, one more over, right there, perfect. And I'm going to do an X. I'm not going to just put all of them on one side, because that'll lift this side up and it'll jam this wheel and it'll get cattywampus, and you could end up with a big problem on your hands. Now we're going to try to put this one in here as close to center as we can. And then we're going to put this one in there. And then with the 6 balloons, it should go up into the air like that. Now that you have the balloon in the air, now you're going to grab a floor. You're going to grab the rustic wide floor 2. And here we're going to measure. I'm going to show you another building trick. So it's real hard to try to center a floor piece. All you can do is really kind of guess. So if you put it up there and you move it over to the corner, I know that it's 12 across. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I want this to be middle, I got to go 6 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the same thing with this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I know that that is perfectly centered on that platform. Now we're going to grab another balloon. And we're going to put that balloon right in the middle to keep it up in the air. The reason why we have to keep this up in the air was, okay, so we grabbed the 16 by 2 by 1 rustic thin floor. We're going to add a board there. We're going to add a board there. Then we're going to grab rustic thin floor 3. And we're going to put one there. And we're going to put one there. And then you got to grab floor number 2 to fill out that side. And to fill out that side. Now, so the reason why this is up in the air is if you try to attach these floors here, it would attach to this base and it would cause all your wheels to pop off, and it would cause this to basically update and become a part of your foundation. If that does happen, not a big deal. Just knock out your dynamic foundation and go back to the step from where you place that down and then build up to this point. I'm going to go ahead and fill in with this up in the air. If you do this and while this thing's down, number one, I don't know if you'll be able to do that, but chances are you, again, will update your build and you'll have to start over. Okay, while this is still in the air, now we're going to attach our thrusters, which can be a little tricky, but just get them on the bottom part like this, and then you can move them in, bring it out, and then you just want to have it centered on there. And let's get this back in. There we go. Nudge our way up. Perfect. And now we have our 2 thrusters. And it's getting dark. I hate the dark. I wish it didn't get dark. We're going to now add our chest here. And we're going to add our other chest here. And now we're going to shoot our balloon. And there it is. As the sun arises on a new day. Oh, cool, look at that rainbow. Here it is. Let me show you guys. Again, you can raise it up with the switch. And if you guys want to, you can take the chest out and turn this into a secret elevator that takes you down into the depths of your base. But guys, this is the floor safe design. You can add on and build your walls around this. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was helpful. If it was, could you guys do me a big favor by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel? I am trying my hardest right now to get to 1,000, and the statistics say that 97% of you, maybe 96% of you are not subscribed to the channel yet. And you can fix that today by hitting that button. I appreciate it so much. And as always, guys, by God's grace, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.